Good morning, children. Today we will discuss about some another topics in our first lesson. Before going to that, what we have learned in our previous class? In our previous class, we have learned about one of the activity, that is carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. We already conducted that experiment in our previous class. Let us recall that experiment again, and there are some questions also in our blackboard. Let us discuss about them. Here, why did you use KOH solution in this experiment? KOH solution, it is also one of the chemical you used in the experiment. What is its main important? In this experiment, its use is it absorbs some carbon dioxide gas in the transparent body. It can absorb some carbon dioxide gas in the transparent body. Here, we took a discharged plant in this experiment. We took a discharged plant in this experiment. Okay. So, in this experiment, we have used a solution called KOH. It absorbs carbon dioxide gas in transparent body. Okay. So, if we use KOH solution in this experiment, it absorbs carbon dioxide gas in the transparent body. Without KOH, there is no result. That means what? One of the gas, carbon dioxide is one of the essential gas for process of photosynthesis. Absence of KOH, what will happen? Absence of KOH in the transparent body, what will happen? Can you guess? There is no process of, that means there is no good result. There is no good result. This result means what? Identify. In this activity, we will study about one of the essential gas, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it is also one of the essential gas for process of photosynthesis. So far we have studied about this topic in our previous class. Okay. So here, absence of KOH solution, some amount of gas, what is that? Carbon dioxide that remains in the transparent body. Then is there any possible of giving the result? No. So we have to remove that carbon dioxide gas present in transparent body. How can we remove? By using KOH solution. So we have to add some solution of KOH or pellets of KOH solution. Okay. So this is the use of KOH solution in this experiment. Then another question is also there. Why do we make the experiment plant discharge? We need to use a discharge plant in this experiment. There is a discharge plant. We have to use a discharge plant in this experiment. Why do we use a discharge plant in this experiment? Here, if we use a plant directly without discharging, is there any possible for getting good result for identification of carbon dioxide and its role? It is impossible. That's why we have to use a discharge plant for this activity. Okay. So here, why do we make the plant, experimental plant discharge? So when we discharge plant, a plant that make discharge, such type of plant is eligible for conducting this experiment. We need to use a discharge plant for this experiment. So this discharge plant can give us a good result. Discharge means what? There is no formation of starch because of absence of sunlight. We have to keep the plant in dark for several days for discharging. Okay. Then after we can see a discharged plant because of absence of oxygen. Absence of starch. Starch is prepared by the process of photosynthesis, you know. But in this case, starch did not form because of absence of photosynthesis. There is no light. We kept that plant in dark for several days. So this is the answer for second question. Then why was the plant kept in dark and then in sunlight? For getting good result, you have to keep the plant in dark for several days. That means that is very important. And that collected plant, after that activity, we need to collect that discharged plant for next purposes. That means next process. Okay. So why was the plant kept in dark and then in sunlight? A plant that kept in dark can be discharged. That plant is useful for conducting next process, conducting experiment. So then after that discharged plant placed in sunlight for getting good result. Okay. So in this activity, what we learned? Carbon dioxide is also one of the essential gas. It is very necessary for process of photosynthesis. Okay. Look at once. There is a figure that explains carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Look at this one. This is the figure. And also it is known as Mole's half-life experiment. Here, this experiment is conducted by one of the scientist Moles. That's why it is also known as Mole's half-life experiment. Okay. Then, if you observe, after conducting this activity, we took 2 leaves of that experimented plant. We have to take 2 leaves of experiment plant. Okay, one is inserted, one of the leaf that is inserted in the transparent bottle, and another leaf of the same plant. So if you take that experimented leaf for next process, add few drops of iodine solution on that experimented leaf, then what will you find on that leaf? Is there any color change in that experimental leaf? Yes, there is a color change. Here, the leaf which is above the transparent body, that converted into blue-black color. The leaf portion, the leaf part which is above the transparent body, changed into blue-black color due to presence of starch. Okay, so this is one of the portion of leaf that was exposed sunlight. Okay, this portion is exposed by sunlight. That's why this portion is converted into blue-black color due to presence of starch. We can test the presence of starch by using iodine solution. You know. Then what about remaining portion of this same leaf? There is no color change. Because of what? Some factors, some important essential factors such as carbon dioxide. Light is also one of the important factors. We already studied about them in our previous class. Then now we are discussing about carbon dioxide. It is also one of the essential factors for process of photosynthesis. Okay. So here carbon dioxide is absent in this activity due to adding of KOH solution. So there is no carbon dioxide that may not involve directly in this activity because of KOH solution. Then what about the outer portion of this experimental leaf? There are some factors they can affect directly on this portion of this experimental leaf. On this portion of experimental leaf. What is the light, sunlight, carbon dioxide? Okay. So this is the portion which is above the transparent can change into blue-black color by forming starch by the process called what? Photosynthesis. Then remaining portion, there is no color. There is no color. There is no changing color because of there is no starch, formation of starch. That's why remaining portion cannot change into blue-black color. Okay. Okay students, so far we have studied about water and gases which are essential for process of photosynthesis and their role also. Here there is the main role, that means what? Some factors they are very important for process of photosynthesis, and here there are so many experiments in this lesson. These are very important for our examination. We can expect there is one of the activity in our examination paper. That's why we have to read and study about such type of experiments detail and deeply. Then we will discuss another topic, light and photosynthesis. Okay. So far we have studied about water and photosynthesis, gases and photosynthesis, that means what? Air and photosynthesis and related experiments. Now let us discuss about light and photosynthesis. You know, it is also one of the factor, it is very essential for process of photosynthesis. It is also one of the essential factor. We have to discuss about it detailed. There are some activities that shows light is also one of the essential factor which is useful for process of photosynthesis. So far we have studied about some experiments which explains some factors such as water, air and another factors. Okay. Then now let us discuss another factor, light. It is also one of the energy. It is also one of the energy. It comes from where? Sun. It is also one of the energy source. Here in Priestley's time, they did not know about energy. What is its role? Although he could do some experiments and also conduct some experiments and explain some factors and their importance by conducting experiments. Okay. Here in Priestley's time, there is no information about energy and where this comes from. And here, if you observe, there are some scientists, John Ingenhousz and Engelmann. Here, both are some scientists. They are conducting some experiments to study about light and photosynthesis. Okay, so now let us discuss about them briefly. First one, we have to take John Ingenhousz. He is also one of the scientists from Dutch. He is a Dutch scientist. Okay, he noticed plants formed oxygen. Plants formed oxygen in presence of light energy. In presence of light energy. He noticed what? Oxygen is formed. Oxygen is formed in presence of light energy. So here light, it is also one of the energy source. It is also one of the energy source that help in process of photosynthesis. Okay. So here he noticed and he studied the role of light. The role of light in the process of photosynthesis. In his experimentation, he noticed and studied oxygen, formation of oxygen, that is due to in presence of sunlight. Okay, here the main role of factor is what? Sunlight. Okay, here sunlight is one of the necessary factor for process of photosynthesis, he could prove by his experiment. Okay, he used an aquatic plant, hydrilla. He used an aquatic plant, hydrilla, in his experimentation. Okay, he noticed some bubbles. Bubbles are formed during the process of photosynthesis in presence of light. And he was also noticed some gas that are present in the bubbles. What is that? Oxygen. He noticed a gas that are found in, that bubble is what? Oxygen. Okay. Then another scientist, Engelmann, is also one of the scientists in the 20th century. He noticed the point of maximum rate of photosynthesis. The point of maximum rate of photosynthesis by conducting one of the experiment. For his experimentation, he used oxygen sensitive bacteria. Oxygen sensitive bacteria. Okay. So in his experimentation, he used oxygen sensitive bacteria. Light. During the process of photosynthesis process, plants receive different colors of light. Plants receive different colors of light. Okay, here light. Now we are going to discuss. Now we are discussing about light and photosynthesis. Here both were studied about light and photosynthesis. Okay, so here now we are discussing about Engelmann and his experimentation. He noticed the point of maximum rate of photosynthesis. He detected the point of maximum rate of photosynthesis by using several oxygen sensitive bacteria. When he used oxygen sensitive bacteria, they crowded around the plants that illuminated with red and blue rays of sunlight. So here we can identify some oxygen sensitive bacteria that crowded around the light rays which falls on that area or experiment. You can notice some oxygen sensitive bacteria that crowded at illuminated areas like red and blue rays. Red and blue rays. For example, this is oxygen sensitive bacteria. For example, this is rays. These are rays, sun rays. This is crowd of oxygen sensitive bacteria. For example, these are blue rays. These are red rays. So he could find some oxygen sensitive bacteria crowd group where falling of blue rays and red rays. By this experimentation, he conclude light is one of the essential source of factor that are very necessary for process of photosynthesis process. Okay, so here light is a energy source. Light is a energy source. It is very essential for process of photosynthesis. So these two experimentation by these two scientists explains what? Light and photosynthesis. Light is one of the essential energy source for process of photosynthesis. Then there is also another activity that explains detailed what? Light and photosynthesis. It is also conducted by one of the scientists, John Ingenhousz. He is from where? Dutch. He is also one of the scientists in Dutch. Okay. So he is a Dutch scientist. He conducted this experiment. He used hydrilla plants, aquatic plants in this in his experimentation. Okay. Then, if you observe, there is another activity that explains light and photosynthesis. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis in presence of light. Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis in the presence of light. Okay, this is also one of the experiments. We have to arrange the apparatus as shown in this figure on the backboard. We have to set two identical apparatus. Okay, first of all, we have to take a short stemmed funnel. This is a short stemmed funnel. This is normal position of the funnel. So this is the short stemmed funnel, and inside that funnel in the beaker with the hydrilla plants. So we have to take some aquatic plants such as Elodea or hydrilla plants into short stemmed funnel. Then after invert the short stemmed funnel into the beaker. Okay, so we have to insert that short stemmed funnel with hydrilla plants into the beaker. We have to take like that. Then after, what will you do? Then take a test tube full of water and insert that test tube over the short stemmed mouth of the short stemmed funnel, like this. Mouth of the short stemmed funnel. Okay. Then after, we have to take some water, ensure the level of water in that beaker over the short stemmed funnel. Okay. Then leave the entire experiment in sunlight. Then take the entire experiment in the sunlight. We have to leave entire experiment in the sunlight for 2 to 3 hours for good result. Okay. Then what will happen after that time? After 2 to 3 hours, if you observe that entire activity, or entire experiment, or entire apparatus, you will notice some bubbles that are coming from stem of the funnel into the test tube. You will notice some small bubbles that are coming from where? Stem, that means short stemmed funnel, that consists of what? Hydrilla plants. So you will notice that small bubbles, small air bubbles that are coming from hydrilla plant from short stemmed funnel into test tube. So you will conclude there are some gas. There is a gas in the test tube. Okay. Then how can we test that gas that are stored at the end of the test tube? By inserting a glowing matchstick. Okay. So listen, after then that would burst into flames. If you insert a glowing matchstick into the test tube, it will glow. That means what? It would burst into flames. Finally, this showing what? Presence of oxygen in the test tube in presence of the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so here finally we could conclude oxygen is produced during the process of photosynthesis in presence of light. We took two apparatus, two sets for this activity. What about a set that is kept in dark? Is there any result? Yes, there is also some result, but we have to calculate the amount that collected in the amount of oxygen that collected in the test tube. Okay, so amount of oxygen that collected in the both the sets are not equal. Which is kept in sunlight that collects more oxygen, and if you insert a glowing matchstick or incense stick, okay, that would burst into flames. Then what about in a set that kept in dark? There is no formation of or production of oxygen in that set. So what you have learned from this activity, during the process of photosynthesis, oxygen is produced in presence of what? Light. In presence of what? Light. Okay. So this is the experiment that shows role of light. It is also one of the essential factor for process of photosynthesis. We need to draw these diagrams neatly for every activity. These are very essential for our examination. Each and every activity that is present in our first lesson are very important for our examination. That's why we have to draw the diagram that concerning activities neatly. Okay. So this is the activity that shows what light is one of the essential factor for process of photosynthesis. Okay, thank you.